Screen capture. Okay. Okay. Alright, now I think I got this working now. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to show y'all how to play League of Legends. I have another video out there right now. It's the start of how to play League of Legends. It shows you how to look at the champions they have and which champions are going to be good for what. I'll go ahead and actually run through that again real fast though. Okay, so if you come over here to your champions, you click on this button right here. Go through the champions, and for every new player, all you're going to have are these little things right here that say free to play, and you can tell them by these little exclamation points right here. When you click on a champion, we'll go with Darius this time, it'll give you its stats. Darius is a strong attack power champion with a little bit of tankiness, but he can't take many hits. And difficulty to play Darius, he's actually really easy to play. And then you have a little bit of ability power. Okay, so, and you can watch the videos and lore, obviously, read the lore about him, but you can watch the videos on what his moves do. His Q, for example, I'll go ahead and hit play on that. And that's his Q. Every champion has Q, W, E, and R. Alright, I'm going to play. Okay, so when you're first starting out and you haven't played any games yet, I recommend co-op versus AI. Go to Classic, Summoner's Rift, and then Intro. Now, when you click on it, you'll see an approximate time of how long it's going to take you to get into a match. Now, co-op versus AI is going to be 5 human players versus 5 computer generated players. And it's going to be extremely easy, so it'll give you a chance to learn your champions. Your champion list will appear right here, and then rune masteries, all that. I actually should have got into that for you, but okay. So let's see. Darius is actually a pretty strong champion. But actually, I want to go sion. You can buy all these champions, or you can just wait and earn IP, which at the end of the game, you get IP. I'll talk to them in a second. Alright. Let's see if this works this time. Now when the game starts loading, you'll see this, and it'll tell you if every champion is downloaded yet, or uploaded into the game. Okay, 1 second, I got to fix this because it's not showing up. There we go. Well, it's partway showing up. Actually, I think I know what I need to do. Go ahead. And then get into the game. Okay, now it should be fixed, and it's just in time. Jinx hasn't loaded yet, and neither has Varsus, so it's all good. Yep, there we go, it's fixed. Good. Okay, now this is going to be a very easy game, even if the teammates suck, just because the bots suck. But oh, and I didn't go over the abilities this time. So if you look underneath every champion's name, you see like a heal type thing. It's the green with the person with the band-aids, and you see like the blue person. The blue person and the heal, those are the first two that you get. The rest of them you unlock at time. And you also see this little green mountain thing underneath my sion. I'm Merc 5566. But you see the green mountain thing with the guy. Those are masteries. You unlock those with levels too. But first thing you're going to need to do when you go in is buy items. Let's see. Starter items. And then we're going to go Dorian's Ring, because we are an ability power champion. Now, ability power normally goes middle, so we're just going to go ahead and go middle. And you click on it, and you can hold down your mouse, and your champion will actually move. And it'll give you examples of which moves you should start with, but we're not going to start with that one. We're actually going to go with Q, because I like his Q a lot better. Now, this is the middle lane. The middle lane is pretty much going to be ability power, or there's some assassins that can play middle lane, and I'll show you the whole difference between assassins and stuff later. But yeah, and then all this in the middle, or not in the middle, but in between the lanes right here, that's all jungles. And later on you'll have people go jungle and stuff, and then you gotta kill minions. That's like the main part, but I'll show you in a second. So minions have spawned. They're coming this way. This is a really nice game, by the way. I really like it. Wards. If you've seen, I bought this little thing right here at the bottom. You hit the number 4 on your 1 through 0 or whatever pad. And boom. You just gotta kill minions. You click it. It actually shows you what buttons to click. And if you use your abilities, it's even better, like I did. And always try to get all 3 of your abilities before you start adding to like the specific ones, like Q. Boom. And abilities are awesome. Let me just tell you. Some champions have some pretty gnarly abilities. I haven't actually ever played Sion. I played it in my last tutorial video, but y'all couldn't see that one. Towers do a lot of damage. You got to make sure that your minions live, because if you're stuck on a tower whenever your minions die, you'll be in some serious trouble. But now in a normal game, champions would already be here and you'd be fighting for your lane with these other champions. But since it's a intro game, the champions won't actually be here for a little bit. So this gives you time to learn your champion, and it helps you out a lot. But don't expect this to happen in an actual game. If you expect this to happen in an actual game, you're going to be in some trouble. So, but each champion has their own special abilities, so you just got to sit there and learn them. So this is a good way to start learning. When it's saying heal, it's D right there. We're actually going to surprise this guy right here. Come in. Oh, we're going to shoot this minion at him. And we're going to get this kill, because I want the first blood. And we're good. So we're going to pop that so we have some shield. Sion's abilities are awesome. I think I might actually start playing this champion more often. Sion is actually a mid champion. So there's specific champions that are good for each lane. 1 second. Let me look up that website for you. And see, Rise is back. And you see how the champion level he is 1. let me just tell you, in a real game, if you were that big of a discrepancy, you, I mean, like, this guy wouldn't even stand a chance. Which he doesn't really stand a chance now, so. But we're going to fall back a little bit, bait this guy, and boom! Just like that. Easy as pie. Health potions, I bought those at the beginning. So, I'm actually going to listen to it this time and buy one. Okay. The list I use for what champions are best for what lane is at metall.net and tire list champions. Now it'll show you tire 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tire 1 champions are obviously going to be the best at that lane, and then tire 2, 3, those are going to be okay champions to have. But tire 1's always like actually the best ones. They're super strong. You're going to be rocking some faces with those champions. But yeah, and then you can choose like if you want to do jungle, top, bottom, or middle. Now when you click on the bottom, it's actually going to have both the support and ADC, because down here on the bottom you're supposed to actually have 2 champions, support and ADC. Support normally is trying to heal, and ADC is killing all the minions and trying to obviously do the most damage. Later on in the game, ADC is actually going to be like big for your team for when you do team fights. Now in this type of gameplay, you probably won't ever get much of a team fight, so because A, they don't know what they're doing, B, it really isn't much need. But yeah, actually Ashe down here, that is a pretty good ADC champion. That's actually one of the Tower 1, I think. Personally, for my ADC, I like a little monster called Twitch. He's a mouse rat thing, but he's got crossbow. It's pretty awesome. You'll have to, I recommend watching people's gameplay videos. Like, for instance, before I played Zed the other day, the first thing I did was watch a video on how to play Zed for middle lane, because that's what I was doing. And then gonna lead him. Boom. But yeah, this is never gonna happen in an actual game unless the people you're playing against suck. But it is nice to like actually learn the abilities of your champion. I don't recommend staying here very long because, again, you're just learning the abilities of your champion. Now, you see Varsa's up here. He's got Teemo. The Teemo is actually a good top. Varsus is another ADC. He would go down here. Now your goal is to push these turrets. Push these turrets back to destroy this big crystal thing. So in order to push the turrets, it's best to actually like just. I actually don't know what I was going to say there. And I would never recommend doing what I actually did, but since this is beginning, I wouldn't really fret too much about it. When you play an actual game, if you ever lose the first battle mid, it's going to get rough for you for a little. Oh, here we go. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Okay, we're going to go B. Because we got a ton of gold. I actually keep forgetting about buying gold because it's actually kind of boring to me. Alright, so normally you'll have a recommended right here, and those are your recommended buy list. But since it's beginner, it actually doesn't have that for some reason. So we're gonna come. Why am I lagging out? Oh, this ain't good. Let's see if something popped up or something. What the heck is going on? Okay, there we go. I'm coming back in the game. Sometimes you'll have to reconnect because just random acts of God. But the only thing that popped up was it said, "Hey, you disconnected from League of Legends. Click here to reconnect." So I'm reconnecting at this time. Hopefully, it'll start playing the video for y'all again. The time lag between this and YouTube is kind of confusing me. Yeah, that's playing for y'all. Okay. Alright, so we'll come over here. We'll buy items. Ability power. Radon's death cap. Now, I like this one late game, but since this is just kind of random and nothing actually matters what you buy, because like I said, I was dominating and all I had was this starting thing, was Dorian's Ling. Speaking of starting, if you do attack damage character, Doran's Blade is what you want to buy. If you do an AP character, Doran's Ring. And tank character is Doran's Shield. But we're going to come up here and we're going to do a lot of damage now since we got that. We'll do even more damage when I buy some more things, because this increases your complete and total ability power by 35%. So, and sorry for not being like the best at explaining things. This is the first time I've ever actually done this. I'm going to try to do this more often because I actually kind of want to get into YouTube gaming. It's kind of fun, and I know I'm not going to have many followers, but I'm going to work on actually adding a webcam so you can see me. So you'll be over here like in the bottom of the corner or something. I don't know. But Farsis and Timo up there doing work along with Ash. I guess she just decided she didn't care about bottom anymore and she wanted to push top. But we're going to keep pushing the middle right here. Because the more lanes you have pushed all the way, the better. Because when you destroy these inhibitors, you spawn super minions. Super minions are actually kind of a threat to other champions because they can do some damage and they can take some hits. So Teemo is an overpowered champion in my opinion. So if you have the ability to buy Teemo, I recommend buying him. He's really squishy though, in the sense that he's a glass cannon. So he will take very little damage, but he is pretty awesome when it comes to doing the damage because his main attacks cause poison damage and it just takes away life over time basically. We're actually going to come up here and help Ash. Come in there, take that kill because they just kind of forgot about me down here. Oh. Oh. Dang. Oh yeah, I have a health potion. Go ahead and use that. Hit my W over here. Boom. W. Grant me some shield. Take him out. Oh, he took that kill from me. Oh, that Varsis scumbag. Oh, well. It's not like it really matters. I'm not going to get anything for doing this. I just wanted to show you how the gameplay would be. So when you're watching this tutorial video, you'll understand. Uh, let's see. We can actually go back and buy some more items. Let's see. What do we want to buy? Stuff with passive. Some of the passives are awesome. Magic penetration, obviously, is something that would be nice because these moves are considered magic, I think. Pretty sure anything that uses ability power is considered magic. So if you attack an enemy underneath their turret, you're gonna get hit by the turret. That was a one of these passive things that every champion has. Every champion has their own special passives. I'll show you in a second. They have their own special passives. Sion, after being killed, Sion will reanimate with rapidly decaying health. His attacks become very rapid and gain 100% life steal. And that's my cat. Okay, well, actually, there you go. That was the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll try to make some more videos, but I'll go over more about other lands. So, again, subscribe if you don't mind. It'd be awesome. I have some people actually watch the videos every now and then. Thank you. Bye. I gotta actually shut it off, so I guess it's not bye yet.